Hi besties! This guy said he was craving egusi soup with orishi today. So come cook lunch with me for my husband. You guys have seen me do this so many times. I feel like you guys already know the routine. First, I play a show to keep me entertained while I'm cooking because I have short attention span. And then after that, I like to gather all the ingredients from the refrigerator and pantry. This is because I hate running around the kitchen when I'm cooking looking for things. This is everything that I'll be using to cook my egusi soup today. I started off by washing my pot because it's just been sitting on the shelf and collecting dust. In my clean pot, I added my goat meat, pomo, and roasted turkey. Seasoned it with salt, seasoning cube, and a fresh stem of thyme. Added just a little bit of water to it, cover that up to cook. And to prep my dried fish, I wash it with salt, add some water to it, and place it in the microwave to become very hot. After that, I wash it some more and then I proceed to debone it as much as I can. Meat was still cooking at this point, so the next thing I did was prep my pepper mix. For this, I am using tatashi, which is bell peppers, jumbo, which is Fresno pepper, and habanero. Also peeled my onions, and now it was time for me to chop my pepper mix. This my food processor has served me a lot. I think it's time to invest in a bigger and nicer one. My meat is almost done, so I went ahead to add my mackerel, which is Titus fish, into it. Give that a good mix, cover it so the fish can cook, and then it was time for me to mix my egusi paste. Pour my egusi into a bowl. I break it up with my fingers and then I started to add water. Thickness of your egusi paste will determine how thick or runny your soup is. Checked up on my meat and fish. It was well cooked, so I added the dry fish to it. Gave that a good mix again, cover it, and then proceeded to chop my onions. Because I'm a very lazy person, I refuse to use two pots, so I poured out my meat and fish mixture to use the same pot. Added palm oil to my pot. I added some iru, which is locust beans, and onions. Sauteed that nicely, and then I went ahead to add my egusi paste in bits like this. Cover it up, let it fry until you get this egg consistency. After that, I added my pepper mix and a little bit of water to it. I'm very generous when it comes to my crayfish, so I added that to my soup. I added salt and nut seasoning to it, and you want to be very careful with this because of the meat stock. Go ahead and add all your meat and fish mixture to it. Mix that thoroughly as well. This is what we have at this point. I cover it up and let the oil seep to the top. Adding collard green to my egusi soup. You can either use uziza leaf, bitter leaf, whatever greens of your choice. This is what the egusi look like right now. Aroma filled the entire house. This is how I personally love to cook my own egusi soup. If you don't like this method, remember you can always stick to the method you know. The hubby wanted eba with his egusi, which I made, and then I served it up, and this is what we have right now. Egusi soup is so easy to make. This took me less than an hour to make. The most time was spent cooking the meat and fish. I cleaned up my kitchen, closed up all my kitchen windows, and that's it, besties. Bye.